So, office romance, to do or not to do? That is the question. Okay, it's a question we'll answer in just a little bit, but first, take a look at this.
My name is Daniel Kojo, and she is...
I'm Doris.
So, Mr. and Mrs. DeLong. We both met at work. The only time I pass in front of her desk, I see not quite a happy face. So, madam, are you okay? He said, yeah, I'm fine. You know how somebody can say she's fine, but you definitely know this is just trying to brush you off. I was very persistent. I'm trying to know exactly what was bothering her. Not knowing she had just gotten out of a relationship. I had also just gotten out of a relationship. And I officially proposed to her on the 14th of February.
That's Val's Day.
I sat in the car and I said, Madam, will you marry me? Sir! I said, yeah. Would you marry me? He started smiling.
So to add to what he said, I met him, became friends, he became a brother. In fact, he told our colleagues that I was his sister because we got so close. And they were like, sister from which family? So we got close, there were rumors going around. I think I was scared of my CEO to see me with him because it was of the gossip going on in the office. So I went behind.
She was listening to come behind you. I didn't know, like,
okay, so
I'm a CEO just got me right. What the crap?
At the reception, because we didn't expect him to sit at the reception.
He said, he was going, he said, hey, oh, brah, let's sit down. He said, what is going on between you? I said, I love her. Then he laughed. Have you proposed to her to marry me? I said, yes, sir, I have proposed to her. You know, it's against the company rules that this did it. I said, yes, sir. And then my husband said, beating. I said, okay. HR, director, you are the witnesses. The next time I call you DeLong, I want to see your wedding invitation card. This is approved in this office. And it is just...
For me, the challenge was the acceptance in the office. Honestly, I knew the rule. So I was scared. I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to lose him. I was torn between what to do, whether to pray. But I did some prayers and it worked. And I'm so proud of him. He didn't let me down. He didn't disappoint me. Yeah. And here we are today, married, still in the same office, working professionally.
People really don't believe that we fight or we have
we do a lot.
People they don't believe and they don't understand how we're able to cope in the office. I don't know, they always say that.
As soon as we get to the office, if we are quarreling, we won't let anybody see, and then by the close of the day, we are talking.
And God, this will we have a wonderful son, a very high-tech,
a cute, high-tech boy. He's Oheniba Kwesi Ofori.
He's a very handsome guy who will turn 2 on the 11th of October. And here we are in October talking about him.
Look, is there anyone out there who has a heartbreak? Please come and cry on my shoulder, okay? I would like to counsel, I'd like to advise you.
You see,
maybe in case you just broke up with somebody, you know. In case you just broke up with somebody, just come. I have a big shoulder for you to cry on, okay? Who knows? Maybe. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Okay, so Daniel and Doris DeLong are here, and so is Michael Kwesi Ofori, who's the country manager of Uniemploy International, and Pastor Samuel Asambo is also here. He's our counselor for today. Good morning again to all of you, and thanks for joining us. And thank you to Mr. and Mrs. DeLong for sharing your story.
The rules
you know,
and convincing your
rule
HR
breakers
and your MD.
Yes.
To bend the rules for you.
They bought into your relationship, man. You guys must have been tough.
I would go this way first.
Yeah.
Okay. So, was it the right approach that the MD took? Since there was a policy in place that said that, no, don't do it. But then maybe he was even beyond that.
Okay, if there was a policy in place, then the first thing I'll say is that the MD was not right
You should have
to have done that.
For one person.
You shouldn't have sacked them. You know, maybe...
He's a CEO actually.
The CEO, yes.
So he's a company owner. He chooses to...
So he
can bend the rules anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, maybe they are very good employees of the organization, so they cannot be sacked. This thing is happening in some parts of Europe and America. So what's happening now is that instead of sacking one person, such a good talent, if the company has other branches, you can be transferred to that other branch.
Right.
Or if the people are in the same department, you can move the person to another department so that you can still keep the talent and also keep the relationship.
Right.
But for them to be in the same office and the same department, especially if one person one person is supervisor and a subordinate, it is not a good idea.
Okay, what is it that companies are afraid of or worried about when it comes to intra-office romancing?
Okay, number one, it breeds favoritism.
Okay.
Imagine I'm a supervisor and I have a subordinate, and I'm in a relationship with my subordinate. Anything that happens, I'm going to give the credit and all the benefits to the subordinate, which is not supposed to be like that.
And then the day you don't give it to her, hey, fight, trouble for you.
So it breeds favoritism, and it's not good for an organizational climate at all.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's go to
the council. Before I get to the council, I'd like to ask the two.
You want to probe some more?
You knew what you were doing was against the company rules. Why did you go ahead to do it?
There are two things.
Yes.
One, though I knew it was bad, but whatever I do, I pray about it.
Okay.
And when I think it hadn't been long that I returned from the States, and my main purpose was to get married.
Right.
Okay.
So, one, I need to get married and get a good woman.
Okay.
And then two, I also need to move on because I was going back to school.
Right. Okay.
So that was me.
Okay.
So I was just marry and go. So working in that company, though I was working everything, but
you had a goal.
Yeah, unless I don't have a confirmation of something.
Right.
I prayed about it. Two men of God, friends of mine, confirmed it. I said, okay. Then I don't care what comes.
So sometimes God can tell you to break the rules. If it's part of his plan.
Rules are made by man.
Yeah.
God supersedes everything.
So,
okay.
So it was based on that, but I was just being smart. You know that kind of thing. You know what you have, so you don't really care about certain things. Like you just want to be careful. So I wasn't really caring about leaving.
Okay.
I was ready to leave.
Okay.
To have her.
Right.
That was it, and that decision came when she said yes. So when she said yes on the 26th of December to my proposal, and then she said yes to our marriage on the 14th of February the following year.
Valentine's Day.
I was waiting for anybody who would come.
Okay.
So when my CEO came and affirmed it, I said, from now on, since this man has endorsed,
we
when I'm stepping out of the office, I'm holding your hands.
Hey.
When I'm coming back, I'm holding your hands. When I'm going for lunch, I'm moving with you. I didn't care anymore, and everybody couldn't say anything. They were like, hey, now the CEO has. So anybody who comes to the office, like, let me see your promise ring, because now the CEO has endorsed
the thing.
Okay, thankfully for the two of you, it worked. Everything was smooth, everything went well, your boss is in favor, you got the divine sign, fantastic. Is it always the case? Okay, counselor, have you come across some people who have been through a workplace romance that probably didn't end well?
Yes. Let me say good morning once again. Such things normally happen in some companies and some offices. They don't allow such things happen in their companies. And they are lucky to have a good MD. And I heard my brother also saying that he prayed about it. And normally, when you pray about certain things and you have the answer from God, you are bold enough to do anything.
Right.
And some companies doesn't care whether you pray or not, or who you are, whether you work hard or not. They can decide to give you a branch so that you go and head there. The advantage in this is that for you or for the two couples, they can steady themselves, or maybe in terms of being trust one another, not to trust one another. If you are in the same company, you can get to know your guy or your lady movement and everything. But what about if a problem comes between, because even if you want to get married and you go for a counseling, the counselor will ask you, how many times did you people fight?
Okay.
And how did you people resolve your issues? So fights are also part of everything. So when you get maybe a problem between your girl in a house or a home, and some doesn't resolve their issues
in the house,
it might spill
okay, so from that
Okay.
one, let me just jump on to them before we
Come
come
back
here.
to Michael.
Be very honest and sincere. Don't say this because you're on television. Has there ever been times that you've quarreled at home and it's been carried to the office?
No. Carried to the office as in...
Yes.
No, but...
You say, she's, I
Wait,
watched her. She said,
Carried
That's in the fight in the office, but yeah.
But as in fact, with arguments.
Okay, all right. So tell me.
Carried to the office as in
Let me listen
the
to her.
mood.
I don't want to get so let me
Yes,
listen to Mrs. Dillon.
severally. The mood. We get to the office,
okay,
but then
that's
I
true.
just have to pretend.
Okay.
Just at the gate, we pretend everything is fine.
Right.
Okay.
But deep within us, we know we are not on pretense.
Oh, wow.
We always
see,
pretend.
Daniel had a totally different response for this.
No.
And
I didn't understand. I thought we were like, we will argue.
You argue in the office and
no.
all that. No,
okay.
no,
We
no.
get to the gate and everything ceases.
But as in,
Okay.
we had an argument,
Yes.
maybe from the house.
You
and
get
then-
to work and, yeah.
But one thing, not because she's here, one thing that as a man I told her we should do, that she has never, ever
Gone against.
is don't let the daylights.
Okay. See your anger the night before.
And no matter how I might even ignore it, this woman, whether I am wrong, whether she is wrong, she will let me sleep.
I like that. I will
that's a
hate
good-
you the night before. Don't remember tomorrow the daylight will come. Okay, so in a setting like this, for example, this is more like a precedence.
Yeah.
So now, does it open the floodgate? Would the HR be told, okay, revise the regulation or the rules that we set before, so that now it is open to all?
Okay, that can be done. But first of all, I want to say something.
Yeah.
In most of these companies who allow, dating in the office, one of the main things you must not do is public display of affection.
Okay.
I mean, even if you are in a relationship and it's accepted by the human resource department, you are not supposed to openly be holding hands, having lunch together and all these things. It's not good for the other colleagues.
Right.
You understand? So if they can go by these standards, then the human resource policy can be revised for that particular organization. Yes.
Okay.
But if they are going to continue holding hands and eating together in the office and all that, it's not good. It doesn't bring about a healthy office environment. I mean, we are in the office to work. It's supposed to be a professional environment, not a place to exhibit love.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So, do you have some counseling procedures that you take up when you notice that two people have found themselves in a very compromising situation?
Yes, as soon as you realize it, you have to call the two of them and ask them if it indeed is true, because at first you hear rumors here and there that these two people are dating, this and that. So you call them, you talk to them, you ask them if it is true, and you ask them if they really want to take it far, or it's just, something that they are doing and playing around. If you observe that they really want to take it far, and the company has also agreed that they can do it in their instance, then you have to take them through that counseling and let them know that you can do this and this and that, but not in the office. And also, for instance, if he is her supervisor, and maybe we are going to give an award for best employee of the department, it does not mean that because he likes her, that award is supposed to come to her.
Okay.
And this also
even if
brings-
she deserves it.
This also brings the point where I'm saying that it's not good even in the first place.
Okay.
Because if the person even deserves it, the other people in the office are going to think that.
Yeah.
It's because you're in a relationship. That is why you are giving this to that
Yeah.
So
person.
you forfeit it by
You understand what I'm
agreeing
saying? So
and
that is
accepting.
why it is not really the best. But this
Advised.
one has happened already.
I'll let
So-
Kukui come in there, but let me ask
okay.
this one. How easy would it be for you? Perhaps you've not encountered it, but how easy would it be for you to counsel a boss who is going out with a subordinate? Like a boss as in boss.
Yeah.
Either top
Like the CEO.
senior manager or CEO who's dating maybe a national service person. How difficult or easy would it be for you? More so if perhaps the CEO is married.
Wow. If the CEO is married, it will not be difficult at all. because I can talk to the national service lady in such a way and let her know that, look, the gentleman is married. He's not going to take you anywhere. So it's better you break the relationship.
But she's getting the cash.
No, I mean, there's a way of talking to her, you understand, for her to understand that, I mean, she can start life with somebody who does not have the cash and eventually would get to that point. You understand? So we have a way of talking to them. But if the person, the CEO, is not married, then it may be a bit difficult. It may be a bit difficult. Yeah.
Even if it goes against the company policy?
If it goes against the company policy, you know, the CEO is part of the people who, I mean, formulate the company's policy. You understand? So if he is the top CEO, then it's going to be very, very difficult.
Okay, but you spend a lot of time at work. I mean, most people spend most of their waking hours working with their colleagues. So it's inevitable that maybe at one point in time, you will be attracted to someone. So why limit people in that regard? Because
many companies in Europe and America have observed this. I mean, it's natural. Sometimes it's natural. I mean, you don't control who you fall in love with.
Right.
You understand? That is why they have brought up certain, I mean, parameters. Number one, you must let the organization know that this is what is going on, so that, like I said earlier on, you can be transferred.
Right.
Because maybe if you're in Accra, you can be sent to the whole branch. You understand?
Good morning, Kofi Capito. Good morning, Kofi Capito. I mean, Kofi is in favor of this because he drew a certain analogy that, for example, you wake up and you go to work in the morning. Say work starts at 8 o'clock. Yeah. All the way 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say 9 hours that you work, you are meeting this person, you are encountering this person. So you're able to monitor their mood swings from morning till evening, how they eat, what they eat, and so on and so forth. So it's the best moment for you to assess somebody in terms of relationship.
Yeah, because you see more of their regular habits. You know, that's a bit tough.
So what were you looking out for in her? And were you happy when she broke up with the ex?
No, you see, the truth of the matter is, when I met her in that state of being out of a relationship, I wasn't going in for her.
Okay.
No. I just hate to see people sad.
You're just like me.
Whether guy, whether lady, I just don't like it.
No, guys, you can be sad.
You were the comforter.
So I was always encouraging her. I was always talking to her, and I always give her songs that would just encourage her spirit.
Wow. You even took music in there.
What a particular song I always give to her, and I love that song so much. By Ron Kenoly, I still have joy. I still have joy. That song.
Yeah. Okay.
So I give it to her every time, and she is that kind who easily cries, like the listening.
She's close to tears. So I can even see that. Look, eyebrow, left one. Okay.
So because of that, so then as it was growing, then I realized that no, this is not just about friendship anymore. I think I should look deep into this.
Okay, hold it there.
I like the friendship
So
aspect.
you tell us, at the time you were going through all that and he was comforting you, what was your feeling like? What was going on through your mind?
He came to me as a brother. I don't have a brother, so I took him as a brother, a friend in the office, because he was always coming to me, comforting me. I never, ever thought he was going to propose to me, honestly. So I saw him a friend and a brother I can confide in. He kept advising me, encouraging me. So I didn't even think about going out with him.
When did that change, though? Because at some point, it changed from brother.
Oh, yes, because he used to send me messages, I've missed you, are you okay? And funny enough, he buys me breakfast and lunch every day.
Ooh, you see.
Wow.
The man knew what he was after, man.
Because I don't like food, so he will force you buy it and make sure I eat.
Hey.
So he buys
I'm
breakfast,
taking notes,
lunch, everything.
Those of you watching, the phone lines will open up. This story is too nice, okay? I want the dramatic
I love
story where, you know...
Mr. DeLong, you stay there. I mean, look, and Mike him. I like this.
I want you guys to call us and share your experiences. If you have dated someone in the office, what happened? What was it like? Was the person your boss? Were you the person's boss? Were you on the same level? You know, how did it play out? How did you go around it? Did you sneak around? You know, how did you meet in the office? Did you have some room where you go and stay there and do your things? You know, call in and let us know all this information.
Wants to say something, but no, let me finish up. So it was buying you like breakfast, lunch,
taking me home. He meets me up halfway and then brings me to the office.
Right.
So we're always together, always meeting each other. Then I was like, okay, I decided not to enter into any relationship after a year. But then he came in and all the...
Hey, he saw the opening. He couldn't wait.
Yes, I couldn't wait.
Okay. And obviously you're both good employees. Otherwise,
Yes.
you
You wanted to say something at the time she was...
Yes, like I'm saying, she said something that she used to send her messages and all that. In companies that, I mean, they allow people to date, one thing you should not do is using the copied mails to send such messages.
Okay.
For example, if you wanted to print something, then you write, "Hi, baby, can you print this for me?" I mean, you are not allowed to do that. And one thing I also want to say is that apart from there being a disadvantage to the organization, there can be a disadvantage to them. Because imagine that this gentleman starts getting closer to another lady in the office.
Okay, those are the things. Yeah, okay, right, okay.
Starts getting closer to another lady in the office.
Did you say
this
anything
lady?
like that? Hey!
No, I trusted him.
Okay.
This
but
lady
if there was a co-worker who was very friendly and you know they were good friends, maybe maybe a guy who's very friendly, jovial guy, they could trigger some jealousy pangs.
Okay, but I mean, I'm happy the two of you ended up this way. I mean,
I am too.
Yeah.
Some CEOs normally block some people's miracle. And they are this thing. If you are a CEO, you put a measure down, you have to also follow.
Okay.
But I think some parts they need to make it free so that anybody that you think that this person is mine, but to advise them not to rush into it. Because if you make it strict, that don't do
it's
this,
not allowed here.
Then I think even if maybe you are in love with someone or you think that maybe this person can be my wife, so we should study each other. Fear can let you lose the person.
Oh, okay. But what about if you conceive that idea and then the relationship grows, like the feeling grows to a certain point?
The two people love each other. No matter what, you have to, someone will figure that, oh no, these people,
there's
there's something because
going on.
You always want to be closer to the person, you always want to show care, you always want to...
Okay, let me write, breakfast.
Message. Oh, that's you have that one down.
So that one will let even the whole company get to know that, oh, this person, they are going out.
Picking up and dropping.
But as my sister and my brother is saying that no one was not maybe jealous or something. As for that one, if you love someone and you see another person coming in, that one, dear. My brother, your heart.
Phone lines have been
doesn't matter how.
Yes. So we have somebody on the line.
How much you build?
Hold on, let's talk to Bernard on the line.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ben.
Jigwe. Please, I want to ask the lady.
Okay.
I want to ask the lady that at that time, was there any time she sees the husband, the now husband, and because she said the husband, she used to see the husband as a friend, the brother, and if somebody she can confide in. I want to ask her if at any time the husband betrayed that trust. Because if you trust somebody as your brother, and now she is your husband, did he betray that trust, that brotherly trust you invested?
Okay.
Thank you.
Was there any time that he betrayed that trust as a brother, as a husband? He confided in him, said so many things.
No, he never.
He never did that. Okay.
He never did that.
Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I think that's good to know. I think you guys are on fleek.
I know. I'm still looking for the horror story, man. I want
she did something that saved me. I'm that type that my hands are really free. Anything I have, I want to share.
Okay.
So there was a time she called me, was like, D, whenever you step out, you come back with like 4, 5, 6 packs of food. But it's just you and me come to eat. So anytime I go out, I want to buy food for somebody.
Okay.
So she's like, you can't be buying lunch for people in the office every day. Because now she's realized that when I'm even stepping out, okay, what are you going to buy? Okay, can you get me a pack? And when I'm bringing, I won't take the money. So she started telling me, I felt like, no, I want to do it. The people in the office are hearing, you stop. No, but it has helped. And now, I say it emphatically. The only thing I carry is my checkbook, but I don't take money.
Okay, Kingsley's on the line. Good morning, Kingsley.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You want to share something with us? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Kingsley, listen to us, please. Don't listen to yourself. Just talk to us. Okay. He had to go.
Okay,
Please,
the line is
guys.
gone. Whenever you call us, don't listen to yourself, okay? Turn down the volume on your TV set and then just speak to us. You hear everything later on. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. He was talking about the money aspect.
Yes.
So as we see now here, she use everything.
Okay.
When my salary drops into my
she's in
account,
control.
Yeah, Jigwe.
As soon as it gets into my account, everything goes into her account. Everything, not even a peso. Everything.
Wow.
She takes out the tithes. She takes out
Boss.
because when we started, when we started with the marriage and we were going on, my salary comes and she come like, okay, how much do we have? I said, we have. They say, what happened? I said, well, I wanted to give somebody this. This person said, didn't have money. I give it. They said, you know what? I know you want to do it. I will support you to do it.
Yeah.
But you can't love people more than yourself. It's a sin.
Yeah.
Love them as yourself. So if you don't mind, let me manage it. I said, okay, fine.
Manageress. Manageress.
And
Yes.
it has helped, seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it work for everybody, no, but for us,
It works.
I don't control our money.
Mike,
She does.
let me find out from you. Okay.
I do want to ask them a question.
Okay.
So imagine you go for, today's Monday, a weekly KPI meeting
Okay.
to discuss the performance of the team.
Okay.
And this lady has done something wrong. Would you be able to rebuke her? And another lady has done something good. Would you praise that lady and be able to rebuke your wife that, why did you do this? Don't do this again. And there's another lady who has done very well.
That's a good
would
one.
you praise that lady?
That's a good
would
one.
you be able to do that? And how would you take it?
Okay.
Okay, let's take this call and then we'll come back.
Okay.
You're in the same department.
No,
Different
no,
department.
Okay, we'll
Hello.
come to
Is
it.
it Rocky or Robbie? Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I would like to contribute to the show.
Okay.
I'm on the office romance. Let's see,
Okay. Sorry. Where
Okay,
you
so,
are is
yeah,
very
yeah.
noisy. We
Yeah,
couldn't
no
hear you
problem.
very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying, would you be able to rebuke her?
If we're in the same department,
Right, okay.
there's one thing I do. I don't conflict my job with anything. I don't conflict anything I do. My marriage with my job.
Okay.
Everything stands.
So luckily for you guys, your paths don't usually cross where you work.
But where it crosses, she rebukes me. Right there. She doesn't go with D or baby. She tells me straight, DeLong, it didn't go well. Don't do it.
Okay.
Do it. Don't move. And I take it. If I didn't like the way it went, that is home matter.
When you go home, you will discuss
I'm like,
it.
Yeah, I didn't like the way you spoke to me. He said, really? I don't think it was harsh. Okay, I'm sorry. Then we are on. That's
Okay,
it.
you apologize.
So
Okay.
that is what we do. And when she does something wrong, I'll tell her no. This is true. Don't do it. And she takes it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of science.
Yeah, okay.
Lot of science in the office.
But you're not in the same office. As in
No, in the
office.
same office, but not in the same department.
Department.
Okay.
I'm a set designer and a TV presenter.
Okay.
She's a personal assistant.
She's an admin. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
To the CEO, not just for the
right,
company,
right,
other
okay.
companies as well. So she moves around. But I am a set designer and a presenter. So
Okay.
that's why I am.
So she's
but when
kind of
she
your
comes
boss.
in another way, she's in a way. When she comes to our side, she supersedes everything. So
Yeah.
when she comes
Okay.
there,
She's the
and
boss.
something like, she will just tell me. You understand?
This is
but
a great
what helps me is that she gives me pre-information most of the times.
You see? You see?
For that advantage.
Filler. That's the advantage.
Mike is like you.
No, because like this tsunami is coming. Don't do. Don't do this.
Hey,
The directors are
you see,
saying,
you know the
That's the
film,
advantage. That's the advantage.
So I'm always praying for.
The long
I'm always praying for. Sure.
You're not really all right.
I don't see that.
That was not supposed to have gone live on air, but it's found this way. Mike, thank you so much for coming on. Mr. and Mrs.
No,
DeLong.
thank you
And Sam,
to all of
Rep,
you.
we appreciate your presence.
This
Thank
was
you
fun.
so very
And all
much.
the best to you.
Yeah. I've taken down some notes. Buying breakfast, lunch, sending messages, picking up, meeting the person halfway, and so on.
That's what works
Giving
for
the
them,
shoulder.
oh.
Yes.
That's what works for
It
them.
will work, Papa. Implementation 101.
But see, you do
We'll see it
most
tomorrow.
of this stuff, and the girls still do shakara, so I don't understand. Maybe there's something that's not going right.
So now much love and war.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. It's been a great day, okay? Happy birthday tomorrow. And good